What up, guys? GangstaPranksta bringing you the weekly wrestling review for April 6th. Welcome to the show. If you're new to the show, this is where we talk everything about professional wrestling, from news, reviews to predictions. We talk about it all. So if you're a fan of professional wrestling, welcome to the show. We got a busy-ass show today, and it's going to be even busier next week. On today's show, we got reviews for RAW, Smackdown, Impact, NXT, and Ring of Honor, with predictions for Wrestlemania and Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor. We're going to talk a little bit about the X Division pay-per-view. I'll be doing a review for it next week. And some wrestling news. And plus, we're going to have fucking all reviews for WrestleMania, TNA. Fucking 3 pay-per-views. Goddamn, it's a busy weekend. And just a good weekend of wrestling. So, hope you guys checked it out and enjoyed it. You might be saying, holy shit, it's actually pretty early. Yeah, I'm going to try and get this up while Wrestlemania is going on. I didn't want to do it the next day, so I tried to get this out as soon as possible, so that's fucking clap for me. Alright. So yeah, let's get the show started, because we got a lot to talk about. So I'm going to kind of quickly go through the shows, and then we'll take our time with the predictions and stuff. So, first we got Raw. It starts out with John Cena. He just comes out, and a lot of this show is just used to build up for WrestleMania, of course. And so John Cena just basically came out and just talked about his match against The Rock and what it means to him and all this kind of stuff. First match, Big Show, Sheamus, Randy Orton taking on 3MB. Okay match, Sheamus, Orton, and Big Show win. After the match, The Shield come out and say that Sheamus, Orton, and Big Show will lose because their team is phony and they can't work together and all this kind of stuff. And when I listen to it, I'm like, wow, that's a lot of foreshadowing, in my opinion, because it'll lead into my prediction later on. But saying that they can't coexist together and the team's going to fall apart and then the Shield's going to strike. Basically, I'll just talk about what I think is going to happen at WrestleMania. I think this is kind of... They pretty much said what's going to happen, and in my opinion, I think Randy Orton is going to turn heel on his team. This is what I would have done at WrestleMania. Have Orton turn heel, punch Sheamus, RKO Big Show, Shield wins, Orton Big Show next pay-per-view. Randy Orton, whatever, Big Show at the next pay-per-view, punts Big Show, bam, Sheamus comes back from his punt, and then feud with Orton, and then maybe even work in the world title there somehow. I don't know, that's what I think is going to happen. So, I just thought the promo was pretty interesting. Next we got Daniel Bryan taking on Dolph Ziggler, good match, Ziggler wins. Next we got Shawn Michaels comes out, talks about WrestleMania. Triple H comes out and says Shawn shouldn't talk him out of the match with Lesnar and it's his job to do it and blah, 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 blah. Shawn says that's not the case. He wants Triple H to kick Lesnar's ass and he's going to be in his corner. Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman come out and Heyman just says Lesnar's going to retire Triple H and beat up Shawn Michaels. Next we got Wade Barrett taking on Zack Ryder. Okay match, Barrett wins. Next we got Mark Henry taking on Santino. Blah match, Henry wins. After the match, Ryback comes out. Ryback and Henry's like, yo, I want to beat you up, but I can't put hands on you. So Ryback's like, I'll just take Santino and beat the shit out of you with him. So that's what he did. Next we got Zeb Coulter taking on Alberto Del Rio. It wasn't really much of a match. It was like 2 seconds. So Jack Swagger went after Ricardo Rodriguez. Rodriguez threw his hands up in the air. Coulter grabbed a crutch and just beat the shit out of Del Rio. Him and Swagger, they put a beat down on Del Rio. You could see its fucking back red as shit. They laid in a whipping on fucking Del Rio. It was awesome. It added to the match. It added for this fucking pay-per-view. I can't wait. This match specifically. I'll talk about it later at WrestleMania. Next, The Rock comes out and pretty much does what John Cena does. Does his usual stuff. Do you smell blah, 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 blah. Hey, whatever, city, blah, blah, blah. And pretty much says he's going to beat John Cena. It's pretty straightforward. Next, we got Chris Jericho taking on Antonio Cesaro. Pretty good match. Jericho wins. After the match, Fandango comes out and beats up on Jericho. Next, we got Funkadactyls taking on the Bellas. Okay match, Bellas win. And to end the show, probably the best thing on this whole show, besides probably the Daniel Bryan Ziggler match. I really enjoyed that match. And the Zeb Coulter Del Rio thing. We had Undertaker come out, pretty much say he's gonna kick Punk's ass for, disrespecting Paul Bearer and shit like that. And then Druids come out, and then they're followed by sorry, I'm had to scratch my ear. Might hear some ruffling. So some Druids come out. They're followed by Paul Heyman dressed like Paul Bearer, and then Taker's attacked by Punk, who's one of the Druids, and then dumps the ashes from the urn onto Undertaker. I thought this was very well done. I thought they added a lot. Like, now I can't. I was excited for this match, but watching this, it made me, holy shit, like, this is taking it to a whole new level. And I can't wait for this match. It's going to be awesome. Next, we got NXT. I'm glad to see NXT back to normal, unlike last week where we had WWE superstars appear. So first match, Wyatt family taking on Adrian Neville and Bo Dallas. Pretty good match. Neville and Bo win. Last week we had Cassius Ohno attack Regal while he was in the announcer's booth. This week, while Cassius was doing commentary, Regal attacked him. And next week, the two of them are going to have a match. I can't wait to see that match. That should be a really good match. Hopefully they give it like 15, 20 minutes should be enough time, and it should be a hell of a match. Next, we got Summer Rae and Audrey Marie taking on Sasha Banks and Paige. Okay match, Paige and Sasha win. And the main event of NXT, Conor O'Brien taking on Biggie Langston. NXT title match, pretty good match, Biggie wins. I was kind of surprised Corey Graves didn't get involved after the match, maybe attack Biggie Langston, but whatever, that's fine. Next, we got TNA Impact. Starts out with Aces and Eights. They come out and try and recruit AJ Styles. D'Lo comes out and says he was fired by TNA and demands someone to tell him why. Kurt Angle comes out, attacks D'Lo Brown. Aces and Eights attack Angle, and TNA guys make the save. Blah. That seems to be the running thing of the show. Someone comes out, there's a brawl, bam, there's TNA Impact. It either starts with a brawl or ends with a brawl. In this case, both happened. It started with a brawl and ended with a brawl. Next, we got Taryn Terrell and Velvet Sky taking on Gil Kim and Tara with special guest referee Joey Ryan. This was just okay. Gail and Tara win. In my opinion, I just think Joey Ryan, he lived up to his name by being sleazy, but I think he just took away so much from the match. Like, how do I phrase this? The main focus wasn't the divas or knockouts, whatever. It was Joey Ryan being a fucking pervert in the ring. And I was just like, too much. Too fucking much. I would have liked to enjoy the match. As weird as that sounds, enjoying women's wrestling. But, yeah, not a good one. Next, we got Austin Aries and Bobby Roode, Chavo, and Hernandez are in the ring for a contract signing for their tag team title match next week. They had a bunch of stipulations, so next week it's going to be a 2 out of 3 falls match, and if Chavo and Hernandez lose, they can no longer team. Now, I don't want to say TNA is copying my universe, but in my universe, I just broke up Chavo and Hernandez and turned Hernandez heel and, have him teaming with someone else. I'm not saying they're taking my ideas. I'm just saying, TNA, get your own ideas, okay? That's it. I'm not fucking saying they stole my idea. I just think it's a funny coincidence. Next, we got Magno and Adam Pearce, part of the Gut Check. This was an okay match. I thought it could have been a lot better. Magno was, I don't know if he was really sloppy or, he just had a bad night, but he was just missing shit, and he seemed real reckless in the ring. And I don't know, the two of them just didn't gel well together. It wasn't that good of a match. There was fucking Magno, he goes for a moonsault, lands right on his fucking head, and it's like, holy shit, like, it was not a good match. Adam Pearce wins, so that's good. Next, you got Hulk Hogan comes out, calls out AJ Styles. Styles comes out for someone that wanted to talk so bad he hasn't said a fucking word. Anyways, Hogan comes out and says he wants AJ to help him with aces and eights. James Storm comes out, gets in AJ's face, telling him he has to explain himself. AJ leaves, Hogan gets pissed off, blah, 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 blah. Next, you got Sanjay Dutt taking on Mason Andrews, taking on Petey Williams. Pretty good match. Petey wins. Great to see Petey back in TNA. It's being reported that he'll be returning to TNA full time, which means the X Division just got a whole lot more entertaining. I'm actually excited to see what's gonna happen on the X Division. Not the same fucking guys in the X Division. It's like 2-3 guys: Christian York, Zema Ion, Kenny King. Like, get some new people, and they finally did. What else? Next we got Aces and Eights taking on Team Aces and Eights taking on Team TNA in a 10-man tag. So it's Kurt Angle, Samoa Joe, Joseph Park, Eric Young, and Magnus. It was a pretty good match. Aces win. And last but not least, Bully Ray comes out, tells Brooke Hogan to come out. Brooke comes out. Bully gives her an envelope with a ticket in it for her to watch Bully beat Hardy next week. She tears it up. Bully says she's letting herself go. She slaps him. He starts to get in her face. Hardy comes out and ends with a brawl, just like the way it started. So, next we got SmackDown. SmackDown was pretty fucking bad this week. Just the fact that it was nothing. They showed a lot of stuff from Fan Access, and they did a lot of hype for WrestleMania matches, which is fine. But they had like 2 matches. You had Ryback taking on Epico and Primo. It was just okay. Ryback won. And the main event was Jack Swagger and Kofi Kingston. Pretty good match. Swagger wins. Other than that, if you missed this show, don't worry. You didn't miss much. It was pretty much a waste of a show, to be honest. Besides all the hype. But, hey, if you watch Raw, you see all this fucking hype. It's not new promos. It's all the same shit. So, whatever. Next, we got Ring of Honor. Starts out with Kevin Steen comes out and is immediately interrupted by Jay Briscoe. Jay says that since Scum is trying to kill Ring of Honor, then he can't make a living. And if he can't take care of his family, then he's got a problem. Steve Corino comes out. And I want to talk about Steve Corino in just a second. So Steve Corino comes out and says Jay can never beat Steen. Steen says he can't wait to beat both Briscoes because he has to defend his title against Jay and Mark. Not at the same time, but later down the line he has to face Mark, I believe. So he says he's going to beat them both, then leaves. Corino gets in Jay Briscoe's face. Briscoe pulls a nightstick. Scum rushes to protect Corino. Coleman and Alexander come out. It leads to a tag team match. You got Coleman and Alexander taking on Rhett Titus and Cliff Compton. Pretty good match, terrible ending. Alexander was on the turnbuckle. He had Jimmy Rave push him off, and he took a nasty bump on the ring apron. I was like, holy shit, he's got to be in a lot of pain. Anyway, so Compton throws powder into Coleman's eyes, and Rhett Titus hits him with the drop kick for the win. When is the fucking powder and a drop kick does not lead to a fucking finish? In my opinion, you got fucking Ring of Honor, you drop people on their fucking heads, and someone can't kick out of a fucking drop kick? You fucking kidding me? You fucking kidding me? I thought it was stupid. What happens next? We got, so Scum wins. Jimmy Jacobs comes out, attacks Coleman and Alexander. Mike Mondo comes out, makes the save. This leads into their match. So it's Mike Mondo versus Jimmy Jacobs. It was a good match. I enjoyed it. Jacobs wins. So that was like all boom, 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 all one after another. So it was crazy start to the show. Next, we got Inside of Ring of Honor. If you watch Ring of Honor, you know they usually do Inside of Ring of Honor, and they do updates on superstars and talk about potential feuds and upcoming shows and all those matches and stuff like that. Well, here, since it was Scum taking over the show, you had Inside of Scum, and they explained why Matt Hardy, Jimmy Rave, Cliff Compton, and Rhett Titus joined. This was really good. I have to say, Steve Corino was fucking great this whole show. He was good on the mic. The whole Inside of Scum thing, he was just from top to bottom. He was awesome on this whole show. You gotta see it. You gotta see it. This is a good show. I did enjoy it. I recommend people checking it out. In the main event, Rhino, Matt Hardy, Steve Corino taking on Jay Lethal, Mike Elgin, BJ Whitmer. Pretty good match. Scum wins. And that's the show. So if you don't know how to watch Ring of Honor, what you want to do is you want to go to ROHWrestling.com, sign up for a free account, and you can watch the show every Thursday. That's when they upload new episodes. I do recommend going out and watching this show. It was a good show. Next, we got one of two pay-per-view predictions. First being Supercard of Honor. Supercard of Honor is actually a really good-looking card. I'm excited to watch it. So let's go through real quick. First match, ACH teaming up with Tadarius Thomas to take on QT Marshall and an unknown opponent. I think QT Marshall's bringing someone in. I have no idea who the fuck he's bringing in. I'm trying to think, and I can't really think of anyone. But, whatever. ACH, I want to see him in action more. I'm really liking him. If you've not seen an ACH match on Ring of Honor, go check him out. The kid is amazing. He's fun to watch. High-flying stuff. Does some cool stuff. I'm becoming a big ACH fan. So, I don't know who QT Marshall's teammate is, but I'm going to go with ACH and Tadarius Thomas on this one. Next, we got Michael Elgin taking on Jay Lethal for a #1 contenders match. Winner takes on Kevin Steen at a future event. I'm going to go with Jay Lethal on this one. I think we're going to have Jay Lethal beat Michael Elgin, have Kevin Steen, well, this will lead into my further predictions, but whatever. Have Kevin Steen beat Jay Briscoe, and then we're going to have a rematch between Jay Lethal and Kevin Steen, and then have Jay Lethal beat Kevin Steen. I could also see Michael Elgin winning the ROH title against Kevin Steen, because they had a great match. They had great matches. Was it last year? I think it was last year. Kevin Steen and Michael Elgin. They had a one-on-one match, and it was just really fucking good. It was like match of the year last year, so I definitely could see Michael Elgin. I don't know who's going to win. I'm going to go with Jay Lethal on this one, but I wouldn't mind either one winning. Next, you had Team Ring of Honor with Caprice Coleman, Cedric Alexander, Mark Briscoe, BJ Whitmer, and Mike Mondo taking on Scum, which is Rhino, Jimmy Jacobs, Cliff Compton, Jimmy Raven, Rhett Titus. This is most likely going to be like a hardcore match. Just like a huge brawl. It should be a really good match. Got a lot of good wrestlers in here. And I'm going to go with Scum to pick up this one. And then I hope they do like a steel cage warfare type match like they've done before with Ring of Honor and Scum. I think it's going to lead to that. And yeah, so I'm going to go with Scum this one. And on the next show, they're probably going to have a rematch in a cage. And I'll probably go with Team Ring of Honor there. But I could be completely wrong, but I think that's where they're going. Or maybe Ladder Warfare. No, Ladder War. Just Ladder War. Maybe fucking Scum taking on Team Ring of Honor. That could be really fucking good. Next, we got a special challenge match. Roderick Strong taking on Carl Anderson. I don't know too much about Carl Anderson. I do know he wrestles in Japan a lot. So that's all I know about him. Other than that, it's probably going to be a hard-hitting match. I'm going to go with Roderick Strong on this one. Because I don't know Carl Anderson too much. Next, we got Adam Cole taking on Matt Taven, taking on Matt Hardy for the Ring of Honor TV title 3-way. Definitely got to go with Matt Taven on this one. Actually, no, I think Matt Taven is going to win it. I was thinking maybe Matt Hardy might win it. And, give Ring of Honor or Scum some more power. Because now they have 2 Ring of Honor titles. They'd have the World title and the TV title. But, Matt Taven just won it. And I'd like to see him do a little bit more with the TV title. He just got it. And to take it away from him would be a big opportunity missed, So, and the rumors Adam Cole's going to WWE. He might go after this pay-per-view. I'm not sure. But you always hear about him possibly being signed to WWE, so you never know when he might go. But I'm going to go with Matt Taven on this one. Next, you got Red Dragon taking on American Wolves for the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. This is a rematch from the last pay-per-view. These two went at it, but it wasn't for the World Tag Teams. Was it? I don't think it was. I'm not sure. Um, so yeah, Red Dragon, they just won the tag team titles. No, it was Red Dragon and the Briscoes. So yeah, this is, it wasn't a tag team title match last time. Anyways, Red Dragon, American Wolves. I like the American Wolves a lot, but I'm going to go with Red Dragon on this one. They just won it. Let them, build up a little bit more momentum as a team. And then, shit, I don't know. Ring of Honor doesn't have a lot of teams, to be honest. You got Red Dragon, you got American Wolves, the Briscoes, but one's injured and the other one's, like, doing the world title match. I don't know. Weird place for tag teams right now. But I'm going to go with Red Dragon on this one. And the main event, Kevin Steen taking on Jay Briscoe for the Ring of Honor World title. Kind of surprised they put Jay Briscoe in this, just because he's a tag team wrestler. I know they've given the Briscoes world title matches before. I just didn't expect Jay Briscoe to get one. I was expecting Jay Lethal or Michael Elgin to get it, but they got a match. So this is probably just gonna be another victory for Kevin Steen. Just go over, and then like I said, probably face Jay Lethal in a rematch. And then probably Jay Lethal will win it and become the new Ring of Honor World Champion. So that's Supercard of Honor. It looks like a good pay-per-view. I'll have my review for it next week. Also, I'll be reviewing WrestleMania 29 next week. But first, we gotta do my predictions. So it's a huge card. I think there's like 10 matches, and one's on the pre-show. And it's gonna be a crazy night of wrestling. So I think on the pre-show, we have Wade Barrett taking on The Miz for the IC title. I think I mentioned this last week. I don't remember. I don't know why Miz is getting an IC title match. He just tried to challenge Antonio Cesaro a month ago for the US title, and he fucking failed. Why is he getting an IC title match? I think it's so fucking stupid. They should have continued the whole Wade Barrett, Bo Dallas thing. Or do my idea what I was talking about. I think I mentioned this last week. Or it might have been Universe. I'm not sure. No, I think it was last week. Whatever. Have the Wade Barrett Bo Dallas match. Have Miz interfere. Have Bo Dallas win. Kind of with the Matt Taven, Matt Hardy, Adam Cole thing. But Bo Dallas would be Matt Taven. And then Miz would be Adam Cole. And Wade Barrett would be Matt Hardy. Sorry, I had to take a drink there. So that's what I think they should have done. I don't want to say it, but I think Miz is going to win. I do like Barrett as champion, but they're not really doing anything with him, so I can give it to Miz, I guess. And this is a pre-show match, so it's going to be like free on YouTube. You can go watch it. Yeah. Next we got 8-man tag. We got Tons of Funk. That's their new team now. Brodus plays Sweet Tea and the Funkadactyls taking on the Bellas and Rhode Scholars. Not really looking forward to this match. I'm not the women. More the women I'm not looking forward to. Even though Naomi's got a fat ass. Oh, damn. She's got a banging ass. That's all I gotta say. So anyways, Rhode Scholars, Brodus Clay, Sweet Tea, 8-man tag. Hopefully they keep this short. And probably Brodus and Sweet Tea are gonna win. Bring some kids in the ring so they can all dance and have a fun time. Speaking of dancing, Fandango making his fucking debut at WrestleMania. Not just his WrestleMania debut, his fucking debut as a wrestler. Fandango at WrestleMania. Taking on Chris Jericho. I'm pretty interested to see this match. I mean, I've seen Fandango wrestle as Johnny Curtis, and he's alright. But I think I can't wait to see him wrestle as Fandango, and I think it should be interesting. Chris Jericho is a solid wrestler, so I think it should be a good match. Fandango can hold his own, and Chris Jericho's, established. He can have good matches with people, so it should be a pretty good match. I'm definitely going to go with Fandango on this one. Chris Jericho's working a part-time schedule. I think he's doing the band stuff with Fozzy, so, wrestling. I don't want to say it's not his main, his main focus right now, but, Fandango's a new character, and to establish him by beating Chris Jericho is a great way to establish him, so probably going to have Fandango win. Next, we got Team Hell No taking on Dolph Ziggler and Biggie Langston with for the WWE Tag Team titles. There's some rumors going around that it might be a 6-man tag, with it being Team Hell No and Caitlyn taking on Dolph Ziggler, Biggie Langston, AJ Lee, and the Divas title and Tag Team titles will be on the line. And, if Dolph Ziggler, Biggie, and AJ win, then they get the championship. That's not confirmed, but it's a possibility. Or maybe they might add AJ and Caitlyn to the match. Have fucking 11-12 matches. Craziness. But, my fucking computer just fell asleep. Hold on. Alright, so Team Hell No taking on Dolph Ziggler and Biggie Langston. It should be a good match. I'm looking forward to it. I do think Biggie Langston and Dolph Ziggler are going to win just because they built Biggie Langston as being pretty much unstoppable. You know how he stopped Kane from chokeslamming him on Raw and then just hit him with his moves. So I think Biggie Langston and Dolph Ziggler are going to win. And if it's a 6-man for the Divas title as well, then I'm still going to go with Dolph and Biggie to win. And AJ. Next, you get The Shield taking on Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Big Show. I kind of already talked about this, how I think Randy Orton's going to turn heel on Sheamus and Big Show. Maybe even align himself with The Shield. I'm going to talk about another thing that I think might happen and would be kind of cool. So I'm going to go with The Shield to win with Randy Orton turning heel. Next, we got Ryback taking on Mark Henry. Not really looking forward to this match. They're probably going to build it as, holy shit, Ryback just hit... what's his finisher called? Not the... Oh, God, I forgot. Yeah, I can't think of it right now. But he's probably going to hit him with that, and then, bam, that's going to be a huge WrestleMania moment. So I'm going to go with Ryback. Next, you got Jack Swagger taking on Alberto Del Rio World Title match. Now, if you asked me this a couple months ago, when Jack Swagger got arrested for smoking weed and getting a DUI, I would have said Alberto Del Rio. He's going to win no matter what. But as of now, I'm going to go with Jack Swagger on this one. His whole thing with Zeb Coulter, really entertaining. Probably going to be some involvement with Zeb Coulter and Ricardo Rodriguez. But I definitely see Jack Swagger winning, and they're probably, more than probably, going to have a rematch at the next pay-per-view. Also, the possibility will... what's his name? Dolph Ziggler cash in his Money in the Bank. I don't think they would do it at WrestleMania. Actually, maybe you have Dolph win. You have Dolph beats Team Hell No. He gets the tag team titles. Beats fucking, let's say, Jack Swagger. And then that kind of fucking is some intriguing, and it would be an intriguing feud because they used to be tag team partners, and now they're rivals, and all this stuff. That could be good. We'll have to wait and see. I'm going to go with Jack Swagger on this one. Possible, if Dolph cashes it in, he will win. That's my prediction. What else? Next we got Triple H taking on Brock Lesnar. No holds barred match. If Triple H loses, he retires. Pretty much just say he's going to win. That's what they should say. Like, hey, if Triple H wins, or... What am I trying to say? Fuck, he's not going to lose. That's what I'm trying to say. This whole retire stipulation is stupid as shit. Last time they were in the ring, Lesnar losing, or he beat Triple H, broke his arm. Shawn Michaels is going to be there. Paul Heyman's probably going to be there. Triple H is most likely going to take this. Next, we got CM Punk versus Undertaker. I'm really enjoying the feud, but there's no doubt in my mind Undertaker is going to win. There are definitely going to be some close calls, like... Punk will probably have him in the the Anaconda Vice. Undertaker might tap. Undertaker might get counted out because, that whole stipulation, if he gets DQ'd or counted out, he loses. So they're going to play that up a lot. But more than likely, not even more than likely, 100% for fucking sure, Undertaker's going to win. And last but not least, The Rock taking on John Cena. WWE title match. So like I said a few minutes ago, the whole Shield Randy Orton thing, what I think would be interesting is Randy Orton turns heel, I don't want to say he joins the Shield, but he kind of aligns himself with them. And then, main event, I think John Cena's going to beat The Rock, and then align himself with the Shield. Have the Shield come out, beat up on The Rock. John Cena, Is he gonna fucking save The Rock from the Shield? No, he's gonna use his new title belt, bash The Rock over the head, align himself with Randy Orton and the Shield. Bam. The two of the biggest names in the company are now heel. One of them is WWE champion. It'd be big. I want to say, like, for sure that's going to happen. They had such a big opportunity to do it last year. Not a big opportunity, a better opportunity to do it and pull it off. I don't know if it's going to be as good this year, but it still might happen. It'd be interesting to see. So overall, busy fucking wrestling. We got WrestleMania, we got Supercard of Honor, we got RAW, SmackDown, Impact, NXT, Ring of Honor. What else? Raw, SmackDown, Impact, NXT, Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor, WrestleMania 29, another pay-per-view that's going to happen. I'm not going to give my predictions about it, but I'm going to talk about it. TNA's extravaganza, since they're doing the whole new pay-per-view schedule, this is going to be a one-night-only pay-per-view thing based around the X Division. We're going to see some of our favorite X Division wrestlers like Christian York, Robbie E, Chavo Guerrero, Christopher Daniels, Kazarian, RVD, Samoa Joe, Austin Aries. We're also going to see the return of, former Ring of Honor stars, Matt Bentley, Jimmy Rave, who else? Rubix. We got Sanjay Dutt, Petey Williams, Jerry Lynn's going to be on the show. There's an escape match. There's an Ultimate X match. Jerry Lynn's going to be wrestling RVD in a no DQ match. Jerry Lynn, of course, retiring, going on a retirement tour. He wrestled a match for Ring of Honor a couple months ago, and this will be his TNA retirement match against RVD. I think the main event of the show is going to be Samoa Joe versus Austin Aries, and that should be really good. So it's a solid fucking wrestling all over the place. Hey, if you don't like Ring of Honor, go watch fucking TNA and WWE. You don't like WWE, go watch TNA, go watch Ring of Honor. So much wrestling going around this weekend. You better not miss out, because there's going to be a lot of fucking wrestling. I can't wait for next week. My fucking head's going to blow. Fuck, I'm going to watch WrestleMania after this commentary, so... yeah, I'm fucking excited. I can't wait to get started. It's going to be awesome. So let's quickly go through some wrestling news. Just a couple things to talk about. So, WrestleMania is taking place in New York, New Jersey. And, there's going to be a lot of stars there. And one, not really a star. I thought this article was funny as shit on TMZ. So Angelina from the Jersey Shore. She approached WWE and she wanted to get free tickets. And, they said, they didn't say anything. They're just like, you're not big enough. We're not going to fucking associate ourselves with you. And then she tried to play it up like, hey, if you don't give me tickets to WrestleMania, I'm going to go back to TNA. When I read that, I fucking laughed. I fucking laughed out loud because it's like, really? You're not much of a star. You had your 15 seconds of fame. To be honest, I think I'm more famous than you, and I could probably get some fucking WrestleMania tickets. So I thought that was fucking hilarious reading this article. Angelina from the Jersey Shore. That's a fucking egomaniac for you, thinking she can get some free tickets when you're a fucking nobody. It's like a homeless person asking for fucking money. That's probably a bad analogy, but I just thought it was fucking hilarious. Anyways, moving on. What we got? Amazing Red was recently offered a WWE contract. There's been a lot of rumors that WWE wants to start another cruiserweight division, and there's rumors about Alex Shelley being signed. They signed what's his name? He used to be on TNA, Consequences Creed. They signed fucking El Generico, so they got a little good X Division, cruiserweight division going on. If they wanted to do that, and now with the addition of Amazing Red, it's not confirmed that he is signed. He was just offered a contract, but he'll most likely sign. And I can't wait to see him on NXT. I'm loving NXT. Probably one of my favorite shows of the week. I enjoy. Just a solid hour of wrestling, just like Ring of Honor. And I can't wait to see Amazing Red there if he accepts. Speaking of NXT, it will be getting a Divas title, and I want to talk about this Divas title because they showed it at Fan Access, it actually looks good. Now, WWE does not have a history of making good-looking titles. I'll present some subjects, and you can fucking make your own decision. Sorry, loud noise just popped in my ears. The WWE title, the one that The Rock debuted, fucking terrible. The tag team titles, the big pennies, ugly as shit. And what's the other one? The Divas title, just the regular Divas title with the butterfly, ugly as shit. So WWE does not have a good history of making titles, but the NXT Divas title, it looks pretty good. I would actually like it to replace the Divas title on WWE. It's that good. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. Next, we got Charlie Haas has officially retired, and not without some some controversy. So he he was wrestling in Ring of Honor, and he wrestled somebody, and then he just retired. He just came out and said he retired. Apparently, he was drunk as shit, and the match was terrible, and a bunch of different shit like that. And there was a bunch of backstage stuff, him getting into a fight, just something like you want to retire on a high note, and there's so much negativity surrounding it. Like I kind of feel bad for the guys. But if that's the way he wants to be remembered, then go for it. But that sucks. Charlie Haas, I don't know if he's officially retired, but no one's ever really retired. But I want to speak some words on Charlie Haas. I was always a big fan of his tag team with Shelton Benjamin. I did think Shelton Benjamin was the standout of the tag team. He was more the Marty Jannetty. But, he did some okay stuff. The whole, when he used to be like Hulk Hogan, JBL, all that different stuff. That was pretty cool. But other than that, I don't have much to say about Charlie Haas. I just liked him and his team with Shelton Benjamin. And that was about it. So, enjoy. He's got a beautiful wife. He's got a family. His wife is Jackie Gata, who won Tough Enough. I think she won Tough Enough 1. And she's pretty hot from the last time I saw her. So, he's a lucky man. And last but not least, there's always this lawsuit between WWE and Martha Hart, who is the widow of Owen Hart, and she sued WWE, and it seems like they finally came to an agreement in the lawsuit. So from this point on, WWE has the legal right to use the name and likeness of Owen Hart in their programming and various productions, with his widow getting money for all that stuff. So I think that fucking answers the question of people asking, hey, when's Owen Hart going to be in the Hall of Fame? And you know what? With all this clearing up between his widow and WWE, I'd say as early as next year we'll see Owen Hart in the Hall of Fame. And hopefully hopefully the whole Hart family will be inducted. So that'd be pretty cool. Hopefully they do it in Canada, but whatever. So that's it for the weekly wrestling review, guys. Come back next week where we got reviews for WrestleMania 29, Supercard of Honor, Extravaganza, TNA pay-per-view, Raw, Smackdown, Impact, NXT, Ring of Honor, and a bunch of wrestling news. So come back next week. Busy fucking show. This ran on very long, but like I said, there's a lot to talk about. So there's going to be even more to talk about next week. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Come back next week. Till then, guys, peace out.